Actually, the next Monday morning, a phone call came from a lady at the bank in our city where we had the cards. And my wife said, "It's for you, honey. The bank's calling." So I talked to the lady at the bank. She says, "Are you Arthur L. Ward?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." "Do you have a credit card number so-and-so, and so-and-so, and so-and-so?" "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Well, we had some very irregular activity on this card this past weekend. Were you in San Francisco this past weekend?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Well, sir, that card is no longer valid. We have canceled that account. As a matter of fact, we don't want your business at our bank anymore. Take your business somewhere else. What went on this weekend with that card is not the kind of clients that we want." I thought, "So sorry." Okay. First time I ever been threw out of a bank, not been there. Later that day, I got another phone call from my friend. And we were just talking. I said, "Oh, by the way," I said, "You got a call from the bank this morning." He said, "Oh, did you really?" "Yeah." I said, "They canceled my credit card and said they didn't want me back in that bank no more." He said, "You got to be kidding." I said, "No." They said they didn't like me. They didn't want my business. He said, "Will you stay right where you are just for a moment?" I said, "Sure." He said, "Don't leave now." Okay. So I waited for about 5-10 minutes. Phone rang again. It was my friend. My friend said, "Arthur, I have a gentleman on the telephone with us. He's the president of said bank. And he has something he wants to tell you." I'm talking to you about living in the righteousness of God. He said, he has something he wants to tell you. And he says, called him by his name, and said, "Go ahead." And he said, "Mr. Ward?" I said, "Yes." "My name is," and I'm the president of this bank, "and I heard that someone called you this morning and canceled your card and said they didn't want your business anymore." I said, "Yes, sir, that's what happened." He says, "I want to apologize." He said, "I am so sorry that happened to you. We value you as a customer. We need you as a customer. And whoever that was that called you," he said, "I'll take care of that, but this card is valid as I speak. You will not have any more problems out of this bank. As a matter of fact, if there's anything you ever need, you come directly to me. I'll take you personally. And anything you have need of, I'm the man for you to come talk to. And I want to apologize once again for what happened. That's just not the way we do things." I said, "Okay, thank you, sir." And about that time, my friend broke into conversation. And he says, "Just a moment. Arthur, is there anything you won't tell him?" I said, "What you mean?" He says, "You can tell him anything you want to tell him." How many knows there's a friend that sticks closer than a brother? He says, "You can tell him anything you want to tell him. If you don't like what's happened to you today, tell him. If there's anything you don't like about the bank, tell him. If you don't like his, the guy's on the phone." He said, "If you don't like his attitude, tell him." I said, "No, sir, everything's fine now. Everything's going to work out fine." The guy came back on and he said, "Sir," said, once again, I want to apologize, tell you that I'm sorry it happened like it did. It won't ever happen again. You need anything, you come talk to me. Is everything okay now?" "Everything's okay." See, what we didn't realize was my new friend has more money in that bank than the president does.